Yes, good evening everybody. So can you all please tell me what are your current Excel skills? Are you on the basic level? Are you on the intermediate level? Or are you on the advanced level? You can feel free to unmute yourself as well as answer on the chat box, whatever is comfortable to you. I hope I am audible clearly. Intermediate, okay, Samriddhi. Basic level, okay, okay. Nikhil, what about you? You have written yes, sir. What is your level? Basic, intermediate, advanced? Bhumika, basic, okay. Thank you so much for answering. Intermediate, okay, that's great. Okay. What about others? Good evening, Parmeshwari. Intermediate, okay, that's great.
Said nothing.
Nothing. Okay, okay, that is also an acceptable answer here, because we are going to cover from basics to advanced, right? So that is also an acceptable answer. That's great. Okay, Parmeshwari, basic. Okay, so most of you are into basic or intermediate. Okay, so nobody considers them into the advanced level. That's great. In this session, we are going to start from basics. Okay, and by basic I mean very basics, and then we are going to go to the advanced level. First of all, please tell me that in which language are you comfortable? English, full Hindi, or mixed language that we use in common communication? Which would be more preferable to you? Please tell me. Basic English, okay. What about others? English, okay. Excuse me.
Sir, bilingual.
Okay, mix will be fine. Okay, that's great. So we'll keep today's session in mixed language, and then we'll see whatever we would like. We could continue with that. Okay. So as of now, please tell me that are you all aware about what is called as workbook, what is called as worksheet? We are going to start from that basic level, right? So in today's session, our motive or our agenda is to complete basic understanding of Microsoft Excel, and then to communicate about and to discuss about the overall curriculum of our course. Okay, so let's first start with the very basic terminologies of Microsoft Excel. Are you aware about what is called as workbook, what is called as worksheet? If yes, you can feel free to unmute yourself, or you can feel free to write on the chat box as well. Please tell me, what do we mean by workbook, what do we mean by worksheet? Yes, so please tell me, what do we mean by workbook, what do we mean by worksheet? What's the difference there?
Sir, workbook is a collection of worksheets.
Okay,
Worksheet is a subset of workbook.
okay,
So,
so
for say example, if I open a workbook which
uh,
contains a monthly data
okay.
and it is a data for the year, so
Okay,
then there would be 12 particular Excel sheets, monthly sheets.
okay,
Those 12 sheets will be called as worksheet, while the entire the Excel file, the single file will be called as workbook.
Okay, that's great. So I've just shared my screen. Please confirm if it is visible to you all, to all of you. Yes, it's visible. That's great. Okay, so Nikhil, you are saying that if I create this kind of a data, which is first sheet for Jan, then for Feb, then for March, then individual sheet for Jan, Feb, and March would be called as worksheets, and then the combination of this Jan, Feb, and March data, which is in this case book one, would be called as workbook. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. To my
Yes.
understanding, this is correct, sir.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so now I want all of you not to open your Excel files and answer me certain basic questions so that we could decide the curriculum based on that. Okay, first of all, please tell me what do we mean by rows, and what do we mean by columns? Are these rows? Are these rows? What is rows? What is column? What are rows? What are columns? Please tell me. You can feel free to unmute yourself and then answer, or you can write on the chat box as well. So horizontal is row or horizontal is column.
Rows.
Horizontal is row and column are vertical.
Vertical.
Okay, that's great. Okay. So can you tell me how many rows are there in Microsoft Excel in a basic Microsoft Excel file? We are going to cover from 2016. Okay. Although 2019 is the most advanced version, but 2016 is a more comfortable version, which is used in corporates as well. And that is why we are going to cover Microsoft Excel 2016. So can you please tell me what are the number of rows vertically? What are the number of rows that are available in a Microsoft Excel worksheet? Can you please tell me that? Please do not search about it. Please do not open your Excel files and then answer unless you don't know it. Try to guess at least. Don't know? Okay. Okay. Millions. Okay.
Sir, there are about like 1 lakh rows in a worksheet.
Okay. So I'll just quickly go to my screen. Okay. You can see that there are 10 lakh 48,576 rows. That is more than 1 million, right? Somewhere more than 1 million. It's not in millions as well. It's not in thousands or lakhs as well. Okay, it's 1 million plus, that is 10 lakh plus. Okay, for simple calculation we can say 1 million plus. Okay, then how many rows, how many columns are there? Rows are 1 million. Okay, for ease of calculation 1 million. How many columns are there? How many columns are there? Yes, I'm expecting some serious answers here, please. Yes, so please tell me how many rows are there? Can you tell me how many columns are there? Sorry, how many columns are there? Can you tell me? Okay, if you don't know, I just want you to calculate it. You can open your Excel files as well. Please tell me. You can calculate as well. You can open your Excel files. You can calculate as well and then tell me. Please tell me how many columns are there in an Excel file. 16,384. Are others agreeing to it? 16,000 plus? Are others agreeing to it? 16,000 plus? Are others agreeing to it? 16,000 plus? Yes. Okay. How did you calculate it? There are alphabets available, right? Then how did you calculate it? Can anybody please unmute themselves and tell me? Can anybody please unmute themselves and tell me? How did you calculate this one, 16,000?
Sir, I just applied the +1 formula to every cell.
Okay, plus one formula. Okay. Because this cannot be calculated directly, right? There are no direct numbers given.
Correct, sir.
So what you are essentially required to do is you are required to put any value in these cells, because if you just calculate directly, it is not going to tell you any number. But if you just click or type 1 here, copy paste in every other cell and then calculate, then it is going to tell you 16,384. Okay. So this question was just to test your Excel skills. Okay. So if you can calculate this 16,000, then your Excel skills are above the basic level. Okay, then you are at the intermediate level. But if you were finding it difficult to calculate this 16,000, then you are at the basic level and you need to learn Microsoft Excel in a good way. Okay. Apologies, a bit unwell. Okay, now please tell me that if there are 10 lakh uh, rows and 16,000 columns, then how many cells would be there as per the matrix formula? How many cells should be there? These are called as individual cells, right? These are called as individual cells. So how many cells would be there? You have 30 seconds to calculate, okay? Feel free to use anything, calculator, anything you want. How many cells would be there in an Excel file if there are 10 lakh rows and 16,000 columns? Please tell me. Okay. What about others? Okay. Everybody has answered in some 17 billions, something like that. Okay. So did you guys use calculators for this thing? Did you guys use calculator for this thing? Did you guys use calculator? Please tell me. Yes, on Excel only. Okay. I'll tell you one thing. I told you that there are 1 million rows, right? And 16,000 columns. So instead of using any of the calculators, I would have loved it if you would have answered in this way, that there are 16,000 million, because it was 1 million into 16,000. So some 16,000 million cells are there in an Excel file. Okay. Or you could have said 16,000 million means 1,600 crores. So 1,600 crore cells are there without using any of the calculator or any of the Excel calculations, right? That could be one way of answering it. That could be one fast way of answering it, I should say. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what we would be doing is, for ongoing sessions, what we are going to do for going forward session, what we are going to do whenever we discuss any questions, instead of going for the exact calculation, it is more important for us to process it as fast as possible, to answer it by using presence of mind more than calculations. Okay. So this was just an example of presence of mind. Okay. So you could have just used 1 million into 16,000. 16,000 million would have been the approximate answer. Right. So that could be one presence of mind answer. Okay. So going forward, what we are going to do is every time we discuss any question, we are going to use certain presence of mind instead of the exact calculation. That is going to prepare us for ongoing corporate world as well and for ongoing interviews as well. Okay. Now after this calculation, I'm just going to give you a brief about what is going to be the content of a session. Okay, what is going to be the curriculum of a session, and how we are going to discuss about Microsoft Excel in 25 to 30 hours. Okay. So first of all, before I deliver the course curriculum to you, can you all please tell me that what are your expectations from this course? One by one, you can go ahead. Okay. What are your expectations from this course? So I'll call out names. So Nidhi, you can go first. Can you please tell me what is your expectation from this course?
So like start from basic, then intermediate, then advanced level.
Okay, okay. That's a
Yeah.
valid expectation. Okay, Nikhil, what is your expectation from this course?
So I would be keen to look how Excel would be used to analyze the data in the form
Okay,
of picturing the data into alternative formats like pie charts and the line charts and the bar charts, and there are so many other kind of
okay,
these things going on.
okay. So your main focus would be on data visualization or data summary in the form of graphical manner, right? Okay, so that's a great thing. Okay, what about you, Kanika? Kanika, are you there? Okay, I think Kanika is not here. Okay, Shruti, what about you? Okay, guys, this is live class. You need to interact. Okay, Bhumika, you can go ahead. Can you please tell me your expectation from the course?
So I'm very interested to learn more about it. So
Okay,
I'm heading forward to the advanced level.
okay, okay. So you want to start from basic level and go to advanced level.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nothing
Yes,
in
sir.
specific.
No.
Okay, okay. Shruti, data analysis and learn advanced Excel formula. Okay, advanced Excel formulas. Okay, that's great. Swapnil, for knowledge, the idea of Excel from basic to advanced level, which helps in data operation. Okay, so your focus would be on operation. What about you, Sonali? Can't speak? Okay, not an issue. If you can, please feel free to write. Otherwise, it's okay. What about you, David?
Sir, doing complex work in a short period of time.
Okay, so your main focus is going to be on learning the short tricks of doing certain complex analysis. Okay, so I guess macros would be more useful to you. We will be discussing about it in our advanced level. Okay, what about you, Yash? What is your expectation from this course? Sorry, apologies, guys and girls. I'm a bit unwell today. Okay, I want to learn, and as you told in class, it must have a skill in corporate. Okay, so the practical skills that are applicable in corporate, you would like love to learn that. That's great. Okay, what about you, Nivedita?
So I want to use Excel for making balance sheets and other like price charts and for my business purpose. That's why I'm attending Excel classes.
Okay, okay, so you want to learn how to structure a particular data in a particular format, how to summarize the data in a graphical manner. That's great. Okay, and what about you, Samriddhi?
So wanted to learn like how efficiently you can perform the work. So looking forward towards it from
Okay,
advanced basic
okay.
to
Okay, that's great. Okay, so now I have understood all of your expectations, and that is actually covered in this course. So you are going to be happy about the curriculum. So let me just explain about the curriculum of our course. So, like we discussed about key terminologies in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about more and more key terminologies in our upcoming lectures. Okay, after discussing about all the key terminologies, what we are going to do is, first of all, we are going to move towards the discussion of most frequently used functions in Microsoft Excel. For example, most frequently used shortcut keys. So we are going to understand about that. Then we are going to discuss about most frequently used formulae. Now, what all formulae could be there? Most frequently used. Can you tell me what all formulae could be there?
Addition, sir.
Addition. Okay, some formula. Okay, that's great. What about others?
But lookup formulas.
Lookup. Okay, we look up formula, H lookup formula. Okay, that could be there. Okay, so that is a good one. Okay, anything else? Left formula, mid formula, okay, average formula, count formula, if formula, all of these are all these formulae are most averages also, yes. All of these formulas are most frequently used formulae, and we are going to discuss about them. Okay. Okay, so that is the most frequently used formula that that are the most frequently used formula that we are going to discuss about. Okay, after completing the discussion on key terminologies, most frequently used formulae, most frequently used shortcut keys, we are going to discuss about how to enter data into the Microsoft Excel. In a very brief tone, we are going to discuss about how to enter the data, because all of us must have entered the data in Microsoft Excel some or the other time. So we are going to discuss about it, but in very brief tone. Okay. After we discuss about data entry, we are going to jump on pivot tables, okay, analysis through pivot tables and the charts. So we are going to discuss everything about pivot tables in detail. Then we are going to discuss about everything about charts in a detail. So there are multiple charts. How many charts have you used? Of course, other than line chart, bar chart, column chart, and pie chart. Other than these four charts, is there any other chart that you have used in Microsoft Excel? In Microsoft Excel, okay? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Any other chart? Even if you don't know the answer, please feel free to tell that you have not used. That's okay. Please feel free to answer that you have not used. That's okay. Not used. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, I'll quickly show you, okay, how many charts are there. Okay. See, there are these many charts available. So these are certain column charts. Okay. These are certain line charts. Okay. These are certain pie charts that you have used, but there are certain new as well, like scatter charts. Have you used scatter charts anywhere? I don't think so, right? You must have not used a scatter chart. So we are going to study about that also. Then we are also going to discuss about these hierarchy charts that you might not have used. We are also going to discuss about these waterfall charts that you might not have used. Okay. We are also going to discuss about these combo charts, that is using multiple charts simultaneously. We are also going to discuss about these 3D charts. You must have heard of pivot tables, but we are also going to discuss about something called as pivot charts. That is different. Okay. And then we are also going to discuss about pivot table and pivot chart simultaneously. Now, with this, we are going to complete one section of our course. What do you think? Which one is it? Basic or intermediate? We are going to cover everything, right? Pivot table, pivot charts, line chart, bar chart, column chart, everything, basic data analysis. So what do you think, which section are we going to complete with this? Basic or intermediate? Basic. Okay, what about others?
Basic.
Basic. Okay, that's correct. So we are going to cover basics with this thing, and then we are going to move towards the intermediate level of the course. That is, what we are going to do about is, what we are going to do afterwards is, we are going to enter into each of these options that are given in Microsoft Excel's ribbon. Okay, so this is called as ribbon. We are going to discuss it in key terminologies. This area is called as ribbon. So there is file tab, there's home tab, there's insert tab, there is page layout tab, there's formulas tab, there is data tab, review tab, view tab, and help tab. These developer and power pivots are add-ins that we are going to discuss about. But initially, there are file, home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, and view. So we are going to enter on each one of these tabs, and we are going to discuss about every option that is given here. Every single option that is given here. For example, if you go for the file tab, see there are multiple options that are given: share, export, publish, account, feedback, options. We are going to discuss about each one of them. Wherever required, we would be taking the examples as well. Then after that, we are going to discuss about home button. So we all must have used this area of the home button, which starts from paste and goes up to here. but conditional formatting or format as tables or sort and filter, these might be a little new for some of us. Then we are going to discuss into then we are going to enter into the insert part of it, and then we are going to discuss about pivot tables, and then we are going to head towards every single button which is given over here, and we are going to complete up to symbols. Then we are going to go to page layout, and we are going to cover similar, that is we are going to take one tab and we are going to discuss about every single button that is given over there. So we would be covering from page layout to formulas to data to review. Data is going to be a bit technical, okay? But we are going to discuss about every single thing. I'm sure review and view tab are those tabs which we might not have used a lot of times in our curriculum as of now or in our course structure as of now. Reason being that this is generally used for review purposes and not for preparation purposes. So we might not have used, but in this course we are going to cover everything in detail here, button by button, so that we do not miss out on anything. And that is why I named this course as Let's Excel with Microsoft Excel. That is, you're going to learn about those tricks which helps you to excel in your corporate world, in your studies with Microsoft Excel. Okay. After this, we are going to complete about the intermediate level of the course, and then we are going to enter into the advanced level of the course. Okay, but before discussing about what all contents we are going to cover in the advanced course, I want you to do one thing first of all. Okay, how many of you have laptop in front of you? How many of you have laptop in front of you as of now? Please let me know in the chat box. Yes, you can raise your hands as well. Okay, okay, so I think 7 8 people have their laptops in their end right now. Okay, that's great. Okay, so I want you to do one thing. Okay, take 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, Swapnil, that's okay, not an issue. For others, I'm telling you, I want you to do one thing, okay? Take 5 minutes, it's 10:05. You have time till 10:10. What you need to do is, you need to create one invoice, okay? You can use any method you want. You need to create one invoice in Microsoft Excel, okay? You need to name your invoice as your own name. That, for example, Mr. A has provided services to CA Supreet Agrawal. Okay, this is the invoice. So Mr. A is issuing invoice to Mr. Supreet Agrawal or CA Supreet Agrawal. Okay. Please create that invoice. Okay. In your Microsoft Excel and then show me one by one. Then we would be discussing about the contents of advanced curriculum that we are going to discuss about. Please take 5 minutes and let me know. As you complete, please let me know. Okay. So that we could start reviewing it. Yes, did anybody complete it? Yes, have you all created your invoice? Yes, okay, David. Please present your screen. Is that option available to you? Is that option available to you to present your screen? Yes, okay. Please present your screen. One by one, you all have to present your screen. Okay, so please try to do it a little quickly. See, a course curriculum depends on this one. Okay. In the meantime, as you all completed, please let me know on the chat box that you have completed it so that we can do it sequentially without wasting any more time. Done. Okay, I think David got logged out. So in the meantime, Nikhil, you can present your screen. Nikhil, in the meantime, you can present your screen. Okay. I just want to have a quick look. That's it. After Nikhil, who is going to present their screen?
Sir, it is showing host has disabled participant screen sharing.
Oh, that is why I asked David. Uh, as of now, okay. Instead of trying to enable it right now, can you please share a screenshot of your screen on the chat box? Just a screenshot, print screen screenshot. Yes, please do that. Please send it to everyone. Okay. Others also, you can feel free to screenshot your screen and please send me on the chat box. So Bhumika, Yash, David, Kanika, Nidhi, Nikhil, Nivedita, Priya, Samriddhi, Shruti, Sonali, Swapnil. Please share your screen. Swapnil, I understand that you don't have laptop. That's okay. You can look at others' screen, okay, and determine whether you would have done the same. Guys and girls, you guys are not responding. Is there any problem? Okay, Nikhil, that's good. Okay. Yes, David. What about others? If you can't share, just let me know that you are not going to share. Okay. Your laptop is not working, Bhumika. That's okay. Others, if you are not going to share, just let me know that you are not going to share. That's completely okay. Just communicate. Okay, Nikhil, I've seen your screen. Okay. Sir, haven't made it in progress. Okay. Okay. What about others? Okay, so I'm assuming that others have not prepared it yet. Okay, but I would appreciate a little communication here. Okay. Okay, Yash. Whatever is the issue, please communicate. Okay. Okay, David. You have shared your screenshot. Okay. Okay, good one. Okay. Okay, so in the meantime, I'll show you something. Okay. In the meantime, if you have prepared, you can share, but I'll show you something. Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Navita, you don't have a laptop. That's okay. I'm sharing my screen again. Okay.
Sir,
And yeah, sorry. Who was that?
sir, Nidhi, this. Sir,
Yes,
I'm asking that we can also use template for invoice.
yes, we can. We can. You just need to
Okay.
create it on Microsoft Excel, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So see, this one is created by Samriddhi, I think. Just a second. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Samriddhi. Okay, this one is created by Samriddhi. Okay, so Samriddhi, did you use a template or something like that?
Template, sir, only.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so now let me show you something to all of you. Okay, so see, there are multiple templates. As of now, I have seen 2, 3 invoices, and all of them were typed on Microsoft Excel. Okay, but see, if you go to File tab, okay, I'm just showing you a random thing. Okay, we are going to study about it in detail. See, if you come to File tab, then click on New, and then go for these templates. Then under Business, you are going to find a template which is for basic business invoice, simple invoice, and a lot of other things. Let us select simple invoice and click on create. Okay. So instead of typing on Microsoft Excel has now given you a full template to use as invoice. See, now what you can do, you can just edit the company name. For example, in my case, the company name is the Land of Learners. Okay. I could enter my address, I could enter my phone number, email ID, and everything here, invoice number, invoice date, invoice for item description, quantity, unit price, and you can edit it as well. For example, in my case, it's number of hours for courses. Okay, so it's number of hours, and then price per hour. No discount is given ever. Okay, so let us delete the discount column. Okay, so number of hours, price per hour, and then the total calculation is there. So if I enter say 10 here and 100 here, then automatically it calculates 1,000 here. This is dollar. We can convert it into INR. We are going to learn about it later on. But the purpose was just to tell you that there are templates available. So instead of typing everything, what you could have done is you could have created a template for it, or you could have used a template for it. See, if we enter 10% tax rate here, it has already calculated the sales tax as well. If there are any other adjustment, you can enter it here. And then if there are deposit received, you can enter it here. In case there are no other adjustment, you can delete it as well. So the only purpose of telling this was to show you that there are multiple things that could actually make your life easier by using Microsoft Excel and by learning Microsoft Excel. Okay, so this invoice looks more professional. This invoice looks more attractive as well as more accurate as well. Okay, Yash, I can show it again. Okay, I hope you can see now. Is your screen available now? Is your screen working fine now? Yes. Okay, so I'll quickly show it again. So you can go to this File tab, you can click on New. Okay, then you can go for this business one. For example, for invoice, in case of invoice, you can go for business one. Then you can go for say simple invoice, and then you can click on create. See, this would create your invoice. Okay, you can edit it and make it as per your adjustments. Now there are multiple other things that would be useful for you. For example, in case of personal, there are personal reminders, there are personal expenses as well, there are personal mileage tracker as well, photo family tree as well. Okay, now please tell me, can you calculate EMI of your loan as of now? If I tell you that what would be the EMI of a 10 lakh rupees loan for 7 years at the rate of 9.5%, can you calculate it as of now? Can you calculate? If somebody asks you that, okay, you are a finance professional, okay, or you are a finance student at least, can you tell me my EMI? Can you do that? You can feel free to say yes or no. Can you do that exactly?
No,
So there
sir.
is a formula for this, sir.
Yeah, there is a formula, but that might have certain errors to it, that might have certain adjustments to it, right? And that formula is not always accurate on Microsoft Excel as well. And met formula, PMT formula is there, right? But that would not tell you about the EMIs exactly. I'll tell you one better way of doing it. See, under personal, there's one loan calculator that is given over here. Okay, let us quickly use it. So I've just launched a loan calculator. Okay, what I'm going to do here is, okay, it's loading. Let's just wait for 1 minute. What I'm going to do here is, I'm going to put the loan amount as 10 lakh rupees. The rate of interest is going to be 9.5%. Okay, loan period is going to be 7 years, and start date of loan is going to be a very special date, which is 14th of February 2024. Okay, and then we are going to see what would be our EMIs. Okay, so amount of loan is 10 lakh rupees. Okay, annual interest rate is 9.5%. Okay, period of loan is 7 years, and start date of loan is very special date. Okay, 14th February 2024. Okay, now see, it has given you the monthly payment as 16,000 rupees, 16,343.98 rupees. Exactly. It's in dollars. We can convert the currency. That's not an issue. That's just a symbol. Let's focus on the concept first. Number of payments is going to be 84. That is in 7 years. 7 into 12, 84 payments. Total interest that you are going to pay is 3,72,000 rupees. And total cost of loan is going to be 13 lakh rupees. That is for 10 lakh loan, you are going to pay 3 lakh rupees in interest in 7 years. And see here, the overall repayment schedule would also be given by Excel in few clicks only. See, for every payment starting from 14th of March 2024 till till let's just check, till 14th of February 2031, what is going to be the payment. So every payment is going to be 16,000 rupees, but in that 16,000 rupees, what is going to be the share of principal, and what is going to be the share of interest, and what is going to be the ending balance of loan? Everything is given in few clicks. Do you think this is an efficient way of calculating it? Yeah, or applying formulas in Microsoft Excel was more efficient? Which one is more efficient, this template or applying formulas? Yes,
The template.
so the template, right? So there are hundreds of other templates that we are going to discuss about, that is going to make your goals, that is going to make your personal life as well as professional life much easier. Okay, so that is also part of this course. Now I just wanted to discuss about it, to discuss about your Excel skills and what we are going to discuss here. Now let us come back to the discussion of advanced curriculum. Okay, so as of now, what we have discussed about is the basic curriculum and the intermediate curriculum. Now let us go for the advanced curriculum as well. Okay, so under advanced, we are first of all going to start with certain advanced button that are available under the data tab, like consolidate button is there. Okay, like relationship button is there, like what if analysis is there, like forecast sheet is there. These are certain very specific uh, buttons that are available, that are used for advanced analysis. So first of all, we are going to cover that. Then we are going to discuss about certain advanced formulae. So roughly 10 plus advanced formulae we are going to discuss. Can you guess what all formulae we are going to discuss under advanced? We have already covered count, count if, sum if, everything in basic. Now under advanced, what we are going to discuss? Can you tell me? Now under advanced formulae, which formulae are we going to discuss? Can you tell me? Ratios? No, not ratios. Not ratios. Ratios does not have any formula here. Okay, we need to calculate it manually. For ratios, there are no formulas in Excel. What if would be covered separately? I just told you, no, that under advanced functions, we are going to first of all start with what if analysis, and then we are going to discuss about forecast sheet and so on. I'm talking about formally, just formally, as in sum if, kind of that. So have you heard of index formula? Have you heard of index formula? Have you heard of index formula? Heard? Heard only? Okay. Index. Okay. Some if is basic. Some ifs where you can input multiple conditions to it. Okay. Did you hear that? We all have used VLOOKUP, but did we use HLOOKUP also? HLOOKUP. Match formula. Any of these formula did you hear of, or did you use any of these formula? And if, okay, and if error, if would be, and if error, that would be covered in basics. Okay, Yes. So we are going to learn about 10 plus such formulae. Okay. Not HLOOKUP, right? So Kanika, we are going to learn about HLOOKUP as well. Okay. And 10 plus other formulae as well, like index, match, these kind of formulae that we have not used yet. Some of these are going to be very useful for your personal and professional life. Some of these might not be that useful, but we still need to learn it. Okay. After that, what we are going to do is we are going to come here under formula step, and we are going to discuss about certain other formula that are available here, like time value of money, like logical functions, like financial ratios and not ratios, financial calculation like future value, present value, rate of interest, IRR, and these kind of things. Okay, so we are going to discuss about that also. And as we complete these formulas, are are or is the curriculum going to complete with this discussion? Do you think that, or there is going to be something special as well that is going to add wonders to your advanced Excel skills? Are you aware about anything else in Microsoft Excel that we have not covered? Please tell me. Are you aware about any other thing in Microsoft Excel that we have not covered yet in our curriculum? Please tell me. Everybody, please feel free to answer. ETL, what is ETL? Nikhil, what is ETL? I would love to know this. Okay, in the meantime, others please answer. Nikhil, can you tell what is ETL? Extract, transform, and load. Okay, that is part of Power Query, right? So that was remaining. What we are going to discuss about it after this function of advanced is we are going to discuss about Power Pivot and Power Query. Now, what is it? For that, you have to enroll in the course and complete it in advanced module. Okay, so Power Pivot and Power Query, like pivot tables, there is something called as Power Pivot, which is way above pivot tables. There's something called as Power Query as well. The extract, transform, and load function is of the Power Query. So we are going to cover that also. Okay. We are going to leave just one thing in our syllabus, which is going to be VBA. Okay. Because Excel VBA is not part of the financial metric. It is part of the coding language, which is not covered in our syllabus. Okay. We are going to leave VBA only. Other than that, we are going to cover everything. In the meantime, if you find out anything that we have missed out, I would love to complete that also. But there are certain other things also that we are going to complete. Let me explain that first. We have not completed about printing the Excel workbook as of now, right? So we are also going to cover certain other things like printing the Excel workbook, because a lot of people know how to create very attractive Excel files, but are very bad at printing it. And that is why learning the printing of Excel files is really, really important. And that is why instead of covering it in basic functionalities, we have covered it in advanced functionalities. Okay. So printing the workbook is kind of an advanced functionality only because very few people know about how to play with printing parts. Okay. And then second thing that we have covered in our advanced level is what? Any other thing that we have left? Are you aware about file extensions in Microsoft Excel? File extensions? File extensions in Microsoft Excel? .xlx, .xlm, .csv. Are you aware about that? Yes. So we are going to complete that as well. Okay. So we are not going to leave anything out of our syllabus, and we are going to complete everything in a good curriculum. Okay. So in a structured curriculum, we are going to complete everything. Now tell me, do you think that we have left anything? Now tell me, do you think we have left anything? Okay, of course, the language is going to be Hindi plus English. English, okay. I've just given you this orientation in full English for ease of reference. Otherwise, please don't worry. जो भी सेशन होने वाले हैं वो मिक्स्ड लैंग्वेज में होने वाले हैं. आई एम वेरी कंफर्टेबल इन हिंदी एज वेल एज इंग्लिश एज वेल, तो डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. जो सेशंस होने वाले हैं वो हिंदी प्लस इंग्लिश, जहां पर भी जो भी लैंग्वेज मोर कंफर्टेबल होगी, मोर इजियर होगी टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड एक्सप्लेन द कॉन्सेप्ट, वी आर गोइंग टू यूज दैट. Okay, so don't worry about it.
Okay, sir.
Yes, I've just given you this orientation in English for ease of reference for everybody. Okay, जिससे सभी को एक जैसा समझ में आए. Okay, because I was not aware about your comfort in Hindi or English language as of now. So English is a common language that we all understand, and that is why I have given this orientation in English. Other than that, any other questions that you would like me to answer here? With this, my orientation from my end has been completed. Now, we have also uploaded certain links here. So if you want to enroll for the full course, we have uploaded the links here. Okay. In the meantime, I would love to answer your queries as well. If there are any queries, please feel free to ask. Please feel free to ask your queries. You can feel free to unmute yourself as well. I'm again going to paste the links. So if you want to enroll for the full course, there's a Google form link that is available. Sorry, I have sent it to Nidhi personally by chance. Okay, I'll send it to everyone. Yeah. So I've copied the message and sent to all of you. You know Hindi? Okay, that's great, Yash. बहुत ही बढ़िया. Okay. To enroll in full course, there is a link to join WhatsApp group. Of course, after enrollment, there is a link. Okay. In the meantime, are there any queries that you would like me to answer? Please feel free to ask that. So any queries, Nidhi, Bhumika, Nivedita, Samriddhi, Nikhil, Shruti, Kanika, Sonali, David, any queries that you would like me to answer? I'm available for another 5 minutes. No, thank you. Thank you, Nivedita. That's great. Okay, thank you, Kanika. Okay. Okay, Yash, I'm going to see you in class tomorrow. Okay. Okay, time. That is really important. So what do you want? What should we keep the classes? Should we keep it every day? Same time, 9:30 to 10:30? Okay. Should we keep it every day or just 3 days a week or just on weekends or what? What would you prefer? See, a course curriculum is going to be completed in roughly 20 to 30 hours. Okay. Somewhere between 20 to 30 hours, we are going to complete everything along with queries, along with assignments, everything. Friday and Saturday. Okay, Yash. What about others? Either we can keep 1.5 hour session every day, or we can keep a longer session like 2 hours, thrice a week or twice a week. In that way, also we can complete. Please tell me what would you prefer? Alternate days would also work. Okay, thrice a week, thrice a week, same time. Okay, so what we are going to do is, after you all enroll for the course, we are going to conduct a poll. Tomorrow there's not going to be a class. Okay, we are going to keep a class day after tomorrow. Okay, first of all, in the meantime, you can decide if you want to enroll for the course. If yes, please feel free to fill the Google form. Okay, if by any chance this link goes, okay, please feel free to text me on LinkedIn or WhatsApp. You have either my LinkedIn ID or my WhatsApp ID or Instagram ID for that matter. You can feel free to ask for the links for the Google form as well, for the WhatsApp group as well. And then tomorrow we are going to conduct a poll about how many classes or how many hours we should keep. Okay, and based on that, based on your feedback, we are going to keep the classes. From my opinion, we should keep it alternate days, same timing, roughly same timing. It could be 9 to 10 or 9:30 to 10:30. That would depend on the poll, but generally alternate days, same time. And if our schedule allows, we can definitely extend on Saturdays or Sundays so that we could cover by January end or mid Feb for that matter. Okay. Okay. So any queries that you would like me to answer? The orientation has ended from my end. It's 10:34. I have taken your time up to 10:30. So orientation is ended from my end. Now, for those people who have not enrolled yet, you have the link. Please enroll. Okay. For any queries, please feel free to reach out to me and then we can discuss further. If you have any queries, please feel free to write. If not, you can feel free to leave the session. Thank you so much for attending. I'm available here until everybody of you leaves so that no query should get unanswered. Good night. Good night, Kanika. Thank you so much for attending the session. Good night. Thank you, Nivedita.
Good night, sir.
Good night, Nidhi. Thank you so much for attending the session. Thank you so much, Yash, for attending the session. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for attending the session, Sonali. I'm sorry I was not able to recognize the voice. Who was that? Okay, Priya, do you have any queries, any points to discuss? Okay. Thank you so much. I'm closing the session. Thank you so much. Priya, if you are writing something that you are not able to communicate now, please feel free to reach out to me on WhatsApp, Instagram, or LinkedIn, anywhere you want. Thank you so much.